Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. It is finally week number 8. We are fast approaching the halfway point in the NFL regular season, and it is once again time for me to release my prop betting picks from Bet365. And I've already given you my 3 player prop picks over there. Make sure you check out that video as well, but here only in a couple minutes because I have 3 more team prop picks that I think hold as much or more value than all of those player prop picks, which they tend to do. And the Vikings come in as our first team prop this week with an over-under of only 20.5 points this week on the road against the Chicago Bears. Now, the Minnesota Vikings obviously don't have that prolific of an offense, but compared with the Bears, who could potentially put up some points in this game, force Minnesota to actually put up some points as well, I think the over could be a tremendous play in this one. In fact, it is probably my favorite prop pick on the board of any of them, player or team-wise, here in week number 8. The Chicago defense is still pretty bad, despite the fact that they're around middle of the road against the run, which is, of course, what Minnesota wants to do. They've been really bad against the pass this season, and I think that could mean that Teddy Bridgewater actually gets the green light to open it up a little bit in this game, which they have kept him on a very short leash, making sure that Adrian Peterson gets all the touches and runs the offense through him. However, I think the Bears actually might stack the box and force Teddy Bridgewater to beat them. If that's the case, I like the amount of points that are going to be scored in this game for both sides. So probably the over, pretty good play on the total as well at 42.5, and as well as the Vikings team total over 20.5. I really like that play as well. Now, next up, I was looking at the team totals and could not pass this other one up as well, and it's the New York Jets, who have a team total of 23.5 this week. They are on the road as well, all the way across country in Oakland, which is a bit of a concern, but the Oakland defense is not great. And I think the New York Jets with Ryan Fitzpatrick can't exploit it. I expect a big game from Brandon Marshall. I think they're going to be able to run the ball still against this Oakland Raiders team on the road. I think the Jets' defense might actually be what's hurt a little bit more on this long road trip here in the middle of the season than their offense. I think Fitzpatrick's still going to be able to get it done here. Take over 23.5 at minus 110 on the New York Jets. Now, finally, the 49ers and the Rams come in as probably the lowest scoring game likely of the week, and I am going to take advantage of that because I think a wager on neither team to get to 25 points here at Bet365 with value at plus 110 looks like a really good team prop as well here. The last meeting they had last season ended up at 13-10. The Rams have not scored very well against the 49ers. That could flip-flop a little bit here because the 49ers have had a lot of success scoring the football, except for that last game. The last 3, the 49ers scored 31, 23, and 35 points respectively. However, that's not going to happen anymore, especially against this Rams defense and at home as well in St. Louis. I think this could be one of the lowest, if not the lowest scoring game of the week. I think 20-7, 20-13 might be a legitimate score here between these two clubs. And if that's the case, neither team to get to 25 points at plus 110 is really, really good value here from Bet365 this week. But that'll do it for your team prop picks. Like I said, make sure you check out the player props as well. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.